Welcome back. Let's conclude this laptop and get a few other things started for the day. We've got a box. We opened it. But we got to do setup on it. And we also got to check something else out. Alright. Find my camera. Alright, here's the Dell. We'll get into it a little closer. Sony. So here's the repair we did yesterday. Actually, that don't work. That works there. Alright. Can we go? Oh yeah, we can go a little closer. So there we go. That is our repair. It's not going to hold on its own, but we need to get this screw out. That's the one that goes in the outer case, and then I do believe that one stays. Let's take a look here. So that one is for the whole bottom piece that fits on, and then this is the one that goes through under the bottom panel that comes off. We replaced that screw, and then replaced one just like this underneath the hinge to hold the DC jack in. I think that was a charging issue that he wondered about, that it was loose. The DC jack was loose, and go there. The DC jack was loose, and now it's actually held in place. Alright, let's put this wireless card back in and move on with the repair. Alright. As long as it charges, we took care of the hinge. And what else? That can't be where that goes. Really? Okay. I had to think about that for a moment. Really had to think about it. It doesn't go in, not quite yet. We need, when the bottom case goes on, then we have a spot for the Wi-Fi. Alright, so let's reattach our heatsink that we cleaned. Get that done. Thermal compound. Go see how this thing opens, see if it's just going to break and crack apart. Yeah, first time we open it. It's very possible. So that'll go there, fan, okay. We actually have a fan that we can clean out, so we'll take a few moments and do that. Zoom it back a little. This should be, okay, it's going to stay connected here with the fan. The fan will come off on this side. I'm going to put a little heat onto this here, just to let that come up without ripping or bending any aluminum. So let's fire up the heat gun. Hot air. Give that a moment. Normally you can just rip these loose and it doesn't actually hurt it too much. But we're not going for that today. We're actually gonna crack the adhesive loose. It lets the fan come up. And we'll get to look at the state of that thing. It's not super dirty. At least we'll have some adhesive left. Fold that back. Let's brush this out. And basically right there is how your clogs start, at least in as far as laptop console coolers are concerned. Can you not focus today? Okay, so it doesn't work whenever you're doing the clear image zoom. Right there's how a clog starts. Just a hair gets strewn across and then it just starts clogging it up. Nothing new. I don't know how many times I've talked about that on this particular stream. Not today's stream, but past. Alright, now, will it stick? Let's go ahead and put 2 screws in to get our alignment, and then we'll go ahead and apply heat and seal that back up. A small clog like that, could you blow it out with compressed air or an air compressor? Possibly. Still, I don't like to. There's no way that I can see being outside of a laptop, meaning outside of it, and blowing in that is going to free up any type, even a little clog. I mean, that you might get lucky and blow the hair and blow all that dust out for sure. But when you get the ones that are like carpet inside there, I don't see any way that is going to be remedied by blowing in through the port on the outside. I know some people swear by that method. Some people even practice that method. I just don't think it is very effective. Effective, yes, but as effective as tearing down and cleaning it? Probably not. Probably not. Alright. Let's add some heat. Press that down. Actually, it seems like it's gonna... we got a little there, so let's lift it. Lift it and hit the adhesive side. Let's press and hold for a moment. It's down. We have that little air gap there where it makes the transition from the height difference. And we're ready to install. Cool our gun down. These ones are always tricky. You don't need a whole lot. Some of that is going to run over the edges, but it will make contact. What else do we need to do here? Let's look at our screws. Alright, so we replaced the one. Darken that up a little. That's our outside one, the one that we did the JB weld with the brass piece in there so it had something to thread into. And then we have this one, the one inside that typically comes loose on these. I've had it come loose actually on both sides. More often than not, it's this one. This side I've seen broken on quite a few of this model laptop. Replace that, the one for the DC jack, and that is it. That one stays in. It actually anchors, so hopefully this one got a good hold with the JB weld, and then the one that we put the little piece into. We can get the hard drive with the bottom case off, so let's go for Wi-Fi. Okay, yeah, we do have volume down. Which one of those is going to be for Wi-Fi? It'd have to be that one, silver. Hot glue is a much quicker solution, some like 5 minute set epoxy, but you got to work quick. JB, and truthfully, what's stronger, epoxy or hot glue? Nothing as strong as having a new piece. I mean, maybe some good epoxy. If you get the toughest strength they have out there. I don't know if you want the hard stuff or the flexible kind. I don't know what would be better in that situation. Those two are outside, we know that, going by the color of them. This silver one, how many silver do we have? So we have 1, 2 for the hard drive. Those are outside. Hit the board there. Is that just JB Weld on there? Much better. Actually, that was one of the screws that don't even belong in here. That was one of the ones I dug out. Dug out of the bin. That's impossible. That can't work there. There's gotta be one of these. Because remember, this is the one that we forgot completely. Okay, so they are. L4K. PP. P, 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 B, B, H, H. Or do they have those labeled? I mean, have those labeled. Well, let's put the ones in the hinge for now. Just to hold it in, we know we need a black. And one of the ones for the outside. It is grabbing, that's good news. And grab one more black one. There's that there to help hold the hinge down. One holding the hard drive. See, I thought there was a silver screw there, but it's not actually threading into anything, which, let me look at this. Means, okay, yeah. It's actually going to thread up into the keyboard. That's why nothing was grabbing there. Let's work on our keyboard. That's not very much sticking in there. I don't have a whole lot of faith in that. All these other ones, the line is buried. Let's see if we can do something about that here. No, you know what? Doesn't go in any further. It's just going to be the way it is. And then we had how many screws up top here? 2. 2.5 by L. 5.0. Which would be the black. The whole game changes. Not really. I mean, not massively. There's some Toshibas that were a nightmare. I forget what models, but they have the backlit keyboard, and there were some of those were actual nightmare to get the ribbon cable in. There. There you go. There you go. In. I'm going to hold this up. No room. Let's flip that. See if the keyboard works afterward. Alright, keyboard is in. Hinge didn't break free yet, so. Alright, fan is plugged in Wi-Fi. We got our CPU cooler plugged into Wi-Fi. Hard drive. Screws are through the top. Back wait for the keyboard itself. Let's go for the battery here. That's going to be a black one there, and also there. They're all the same screw. M2L4. It's going to be silver or one of these shorter ones. Okay, so we have that will go on, and we have one. And one. That will hold that. We need one silver. And two black screws. This would be the L4. This is the one I forgot when opening this, and then the ones that were on the upper side of the keyboard, I do believe. That's not, there's no way that's threading in now. Same thing. Alright, so it was the small one. One on each side of that. I feel like I'm missing something here, but I can't quite find it. Wi-Fi is down, keyboard is down, the cooling fan had none, cooler's mounted, hard drive, we got those. Under the keyboard is good. None for the motherboard. Alright. Oh, I know where the extra came from. They had, yeah, we did dig them out to test when we were looking for the smaller size for the DC jack and that. Okay, that explains it. Alright, we had one little tab sticking out there. No. It's not a good day. We need to get it over and done with. Get these other few things on the bench. Alright, and finally, let's check our hinge. If that focuses, that's going to be crazy. So we have our DC jack there. And when we go to open it, I know screwing the one hinge in worked, but I want to see if it starts to... There's a slight amount of flex, but it's not opening up like it was, and I think the JB weld's going to hold for at least a little while. My recommendation, if it breaks again, would be go for a new top case or palm rest with a keyboard. That seems like it would be the thing to do in this instance. Like I said, whenever you plug this in, that's nice and firm, and we do get our charge light. So, all's well that ends well. Is that just a trim plate? That's what it is. It just pops loose whenever it wants. I don't know, black, dark, or silver? We should put silver in. Silver would look much better. However, they're there, they're the same size. It won't hurt them. Job done. This is probably, I don't even know what we would charge on something like that, just a few dollars. Check that out, how it's staying lit up. Just from the plug-in power. It will bleed off eventually. Yeah, now a repair like that, like, you would get the teardown labor for the whole teardown time and whatnot, and then the cost of the part if we did a top case or, you know, the palm rest part. But we didn't do that, so that's not going to be here or there as far as the repair is concerned. This one is done and off the bench. We'll do the paperwork on this a little later. He'll be happy to have that back, and finally we get to take a look what is in our box. Let's make a slight bit of room. Camera is off. Headphones, my laptop. We don't have any goofy labels on it. Yay, more bubbles. Oh, they still give these out. There's a key. What's in here? We got a computer coming out. Nice coil job. Dell mouse. It's almost like the one we have here, is it? Is it not? Little Dell mouse, where did you go? It's actually identical to the one we have here, just a lot newer. Right, power cord, we'll keep that in the bag. Keyboard, that's standard run-of-the-mill. Let's take a look at this thing. So here is what we're looking at. We have, used to hate that when people did that with old Nintendo controllers, Super Nintendo controllers. Back in a few days ago, you know, back in those days. So we do have some feet to kick it up. A great keyboard. I wouldn't say great. Sure. Yeah, definitely it needs a metal support. Another one of these that flipped up just a little, or better yet, flipped down, or even just a sideways one that flips in the middle. Something when you're typing. It has a lot of flex right there. Just with typing, you can feel it springing about. But it's just a throwaway keyboard. It'll work, it'll type. I wonder how long it would last in an actual environment, though. We're going to coil this up somewhat a little more proper and put a band or Velcro on it. Rubber band it is. We're all out of Velcro. Let's go black and blue. Alright, moving on. So we got a keyboard, cable, mouse. Finally, we get to the goods. What do we got here? Oh, they're telling us just to scratch it off. Okay. That's what they're telling us to do. I'm guessing that they just put it on here with an image in the box. Set it there and move this. Move that. In the box we have an Optiplex. What is this thing? 7040? Certified refurbished. Yeah, like the ones where this thing would rotate. You could stand it up or set it down. Fairly clean machine. There's a few ways to get these. The not current generation. Well, this has a couple dings. We may have to send this back if the customer doesn't approve. We'll ask them about it. No, there are a few ways to get these. And the ways I know of, obviously you can buy one if you just find one used somewhere, or at like an outlet, a surplus store. I've seen them there. Not specifically the 7040s, this style, with the USB 2, USB 3 on the front, and the smaller form factor ones. Nice that it still has PS2, it's good to see that. You can also get them all over eBay and Amazon, any of the online outlets. And people there will, what's it called? People there will refurb them and sell them, like shops like this shop. Get a hold of them, get a hold of a lot of them sometimes, and then sell them off. And that is just being refurbished. And then you have, you can get, give me a moment, where's that tag? You can get one of these from a certified refurbisher. That's another way to get them. And then probably the best way, if you can find a Dell certified refurbisher, if those exist, I'm not even sure, but I know you can go right to Dell's used store and buy these and get a fairly good price on them. Price difference from Dell to like online, you may get them a few dollars cheaper online, or I don't know which way it's offset. It might be one way or the other, where the ones on the Dell site are cheaper than the ones on online retailers, or because the retailer ones, they're buying them from Dell sometimes, usually, or other places at a discount, and then they sell them. No, definitely not a bad price. Which way are you unlocking here? We'll set down. We need, oh my, we need 2 trusty black mats for this one. One for the side, and one for this. Let's get in here and take a look at one of these. Not bad. What is that, an SSD they installed for us? Tell me that's a locking one. Doesn't appear to be. No, it's not. So let's see, what did they stick in this thing? So it's a Toshiba solid state drive. No label. I'm guessing this is one of the ones that might have come in these at one point. Let's flip this back over to hide that label. So you got a solid state drive in it. What else can we yank out of this thing? Power supply would come out if we undo 4 screws, so you need a Phillips, or sorry, 3 screws here. Give me a Did it stay connected? It did. Alright, where was I? Yeah. Take out 3 screws, you can pull the power supply. One of these, not bad. Getting into if you need to tear it down for anything. Why? Did they jam those in there, or were they in there just trying to retain them? Let's go ahead and pull these wires out. Which way is it slide? There it goes. It's locked. That is, oh. Okay, I'm a moron. Please excuse my stupidity. I didn't take the faceplate off, so this isn't going to work as intended without doing that. Locked, unlocked, and that'll lift right out. You have your optical drive underneath. Front I/O. What? So, is that real? Is that true? So you have room to expand this thing, and if you did it right, not that it's going to be a super, the best gamer ever, but if you got a low profile, single slot GPU, and then you could get like a USB 3 add-in card. That looks like a USB 3 header there is what that looks like. I could be wrong. Or it could be for something completely different, but it's not.
You also have room for
an M.2. You have an M.2 slot in one of these, so that's nice. I actually may pick one of these up for myself. Which way is this going to open? Pull? Okay. Yeah, so you got 2 slots here. You could actually throw, like I said, an M.2, or yeah, low profile, small form factor. You don't have a lot of options when you get into those skinny, the small form factor cards. You really don't. But there are some that are out there. And then USB 3 card or I don't know. How does USB-C plug in internally? Same type of plug, I'm not sure. Anyhow, whatever. Wireless cover, whatever you want to put in there, you can do it. Now, continue this. Okay, so to tear one of these down, you need a Phillips for the power supply. You could take out your cooler and the motherboard, all with a, let me look at this to make sure I'm not lying. I don't want to spread disinformation. Yeah, just merely a Phillips screwdriver lets you take it all out. Kind of curious why they painted, somebody painted this screw here. Is that really a warranty thing? Really? What is that? You unscrew that and pull up. Is that real? That's how they put the VGA out? That's a VGA port. So we have a VGA port back here. It comes in and connects right here. Awesome. What is under this sticker? So we have on the back I/O, we've got a speaker, HDMI, 2 DisplayPort plugs, which is very nice. Serial, VGA, PS2 mouse and keyboard, 4 USB 3.0, 2 USB 2, gigabit LAN. I'll just tack that back on there temporarily, and like I said, room for some kind of expansion internally. What gen Intel? I think this, I forget what gen this is. I'd have to look it up. We're going to actually boot it up after I put it back together. Chassis intrusion switch. We're going to have to remember to disable that. They're nice and annoying. Yeah. Not bad computers. I love the Dell Optiplex line. Where I agree with them is it basically in the set it and forget it environment. Like go set it up in an office, in a garage. Just set it up and forget about it. I'm not saying they're never had a problem, but they are rock solid with what they're capable of doing. Room to put more RAM in. This is not going anywhere where it's going to be under any. This is an office computer. Very, very, very minimal and light office work, so it is kind of overkill, but it should last a good long time. DDR4. So we have an 8 gigabyte stick of DDR4 if this thing is going to focus. That's unknown yet. Do we have to move back some? There we go. 8 gig of DDR4, so very nice. Anyhow, let's get to this. Throw this thing back together. Where did they have it? There it is. Oh yeah, and one further. You can. I'll probably break this. Which way is it gonna? Oh, okay, it releases out the front. So you have this little addition that sits on the side of the optical drive. So say you need to swap that out. Super easy, like I said, very minimal. And that's the way they're designed. Very minimal for tolling. The question is, how easy does this not or not come off? Alright, you're going to have to... Is this coming off with a toll? Nope, no tool. Literally just pop it off. Take your failed DVD-ROM, DVD burner, put the new one in, clip that on, and then slide it into place. Very nice. It's time, let's put this thing back together. It's a heck of a way to bend that. What else can we stuff in there? We have one for the drive. So we'll put that through that one. I honestly think we need all that in there, but let's do it because. Front panel. Would I forget everything? This thing that'll blow up when we first start it up, or fail massively. I have a goofy set of instructions for how to connect this to not connect it to the internet and activate Windows. So I hope they got something legitimate going on for being a certified refurbisher. Okay. Yeah. Alright, yes, definitely getting close to that time to go. Let's go to the bird's eye view. We'll actually take and set our Dell down because we can. Get our display port. Actually, you know what? We don't even need it. We have direct HDMI. Oh, don't connect it to the internet or it's not going to work. It's not going to activate. I wonder what they got going on there. That worries me. That makes me think that I'm going to 100% have to reload Windows on this thing. Where can we stick you for the time being? Right by the power supply, safekeeping. Keep going for that internet wire. We won't need VGA. However, we could run VGA to go out to the KVM. Let's do that. Plug in our monitor to run out to our KVM, and then we'll have a dual screen over to OBS, which we can mirror to. Which one it's going to favor, nobody knows yet. Alright, internet can wait. Let's fire this thing up and see. You know what? Let's share this experience of a refurb PC starting up. It should be like any other Windows install. Just the mere fact of, here, let's go for the repair. Do we have a repair screen with me? Yes, we do. Okay. Just for the simple fact of this. Actually showing a product key there. Okay, so they made it into something else. Windows 10 initial setup. Prior to turning on your machine, we suggest not connecting it to a wired or wireless network until you have gotten to step 5 on this guide. Failure to do so might corrupt your operating system while Windows attempts to update. So I understand what they're saying there, but we gotta locate the certificate of authenticity, scratch it off to get our key. So that's step 1. Step 2, confirm selections, click through to get into Windows, accept the EULA, create a new login. The internet without the cable plugged in, it's not going to prompt us for the Microsoft account. We should get the local user account, which we need to do. And also, so once we get to a desktop, click the activate Windows icon on the desktop. Click yes and allow Windows to make the changes to the device, enter the code, and then connect to the internet. Never had instructions like that. Anyhow, let's get back to this quick here. So we'll wait on the internet. Let's fire it up. (1920 by 1080). We'll use that source. Capture audio only. Perfect. Is it okay? Just to check, are we getting anything or no? We do have fan spin. And there we go, we're getting a startup screen. Let's get the wireless mouse and keyboard involved in this. United States, yes. Yes. Skip. Go out here. I don't have internet. You kidding me? As if we had a choice. Okay, what do we do here? Let's go out to the repair cam. We're gonna put a name in here. I believe that should be it. Let's hit enter. Enter for no password. If I got it, it should work. Go to the repair. And we got it. Just type the password, or type the username in blind. No device or yet. No, I forget, what is that one called? Let's go back one. Activity history. No, they're using one computer, one only. We'll accept your help even though you're a big spy machine Windows. Microsoft, what are you doing to people? Spying on them. Alright. Getting everything ready for you. I like that black pop-up over the blue screen. It's not how that's supposed to work. Killed the channels quick. Did it revive?
Yeah, it didn't revive. We'll try it again.
There, it stuck that time, even though it was broadcasting. It might take several minutes. We got fan spin. The front fan is spinning. Let's flip it over. Our front fan is spinning here. CPU fan. and the fan in the power supply is also whirring around, so it's all good there. We're going to set this up out of the way. We're all ready to do a desktop, nice. Alright, so the next person coming in can see the dang thing. We're going to connect it up to the KVM and mirror the display. Come on, Windows, you should just do it on your own. Display settings. Multiple displays. Detect. Didn't detect another display. Input. Where are we? HDMI 1? Or, oh, I think I went to the wrong one. That would be why. That is why. I do believe that goes there. Now we're going to see another display. Possibly not yet. Okay. Well, we do have a solution. We'll go with our display port to HDMI and just steal the signal from the KVM input to go to our display port adapter. Still not detecting. Well, that's fine. Let's do a restart and see what happens. Probably just a, how do I want to say it, login would have worked, but or log off. Alright, we grabbed our monitor finally over here for our KVM. Let's move this under the screen. Which side has the knobs? This side. Alright, and coming up tomorrow, a little preview of the boringness that's going to ensue here on the channel where we only work on crazy stuff. So this old, what is that, AMD? That might need to be something crazy into. Wow! Alright, let me show you. These people brought this in and they want, they're hoping it's good, they want to continue using it. However, we got some stuff going on. Let me show you some things here quick. Alright, here's our repair. We're going to try to extend our screens now. Older displays might not always detect. So why is it not detecting? That's what I want to know. So I have to choose between one port or the other. Oh, is it a driver issue? It might be. Okay, so it's basic display adapter. Alright, let's let's follow our instructions and see what happens. Already I don't like this load. Okay, so we get to the desktop. They want, and yeah, you can't see a bit of this. So they want us to get to the desktop, and when we get there, we click on the Activate Windows. Alright, and then we type in the key from our COA. Let's scratch that off. Feels like a lottery ticket. Feels exactly like a lottery ticket. Alright. Let's tap this key out quick and get Windows activated. We'll connect to the internet. Did you ever notice how some product keys are just ridiculous? Like really, like you try to remember 5 numbers and it's virtually impossible. You gotta look at it like twice, maybe 3 times. And then other ones are just easy, you know, like KVVK8 or KVVKT, some real repetitive one. Unable to activate Windows because their servers aren't available. How about we plug in the internet? Unless I read the instructions wrong. Now I gotta type that blasted key again. Okay. Close it out. Activate Windows. Yes. Yep. I gotta type it again. I'm a fool. Should add the internet in. Activate. Alright, Windows is activated. We can start with getting updates and getting drivers. Let's go ahead and start those and check out this motherboard that I'm going to show you, and then done. We're done for the day. I'm not even really going to waste any time on this thing. These people brought this in. They honestly wanted to keep using it. It got hit by lightning and stopped working. Now granted, you may be able to put a power supply in and get this thing working again. I don't recommend it. Let's just take a quick look here. Look there. We're going to zoom in there. Okay. Get the focus. Hopefully nailed in. We're going to zoom a little further. Does anything look out of place compared to the others? What things don't look like the others? Okay. Yeah, black don't work. Get my trusty red auto punch. We got a leaking, pop leaking capacitor, pop leaking. And what else? Let's just look at these. I'm diagnosing this through a camera. It looks like this one here has a slight bulge in the top. Of course, it may not. It may be good. Let's move this around some more. Okay, we're by the CPU. We've got another bulging one that has leaked a little. That blue, that's just marker on it. And spinning it further, we have another bulging one that has leaked a tiny bit, but not a whole lot. Could we put capacitors back on that motherboard? Like, could we do that and have it work out? Possibly. But it did get hit by a lightning strike. I really don't want to waste any time on it. However, I'm going to let them know what failed. So I'm going to test their power supply. With the power supply tester, we'll see if it'll boot another machine up, going with what plugs we have. And if the power supply is good, well then we know we got a hardware failure, undoubtedly, probably the motherboard. Honestly, I don't think, what is this thing? So it's an AMD Inspiron. Let's get the specs on this. I believe it's the ones right on the front. Okay, so we have an AMD Inspiron 3100 plus processor, NVIDIA GeForce 6100 GPU. Yeah. This thing is slightly old. So we'll let them know what's up with it. But honestly, if that was my computer, I wouldn't put it back into service. Even trying to save money. And here's the reality of it. Okay, let's say the power supply is bad, and we get them a budget power supply. I don't even know the wattage of this thing. We'll take a look at the wattage quick. We're gonna explain this out from a let's make sense out of it standpoint. Whoa! Did you do it, OPS? You did. It finally gave me. Okay, it gave me my two screens. However, that's not the order I want them in. Display settings. So it was the graphics driver that was holding it up. Alright, let's take this one. We're going to pop this over here. Like that. And we're going to change the res to 1920 by 1080 on that screen. Looks good. We'll keep those changes. And we're also running at the same resolution. Now these are the same size. And they're in the right order. I can go from OBS over to the KVM. Alright, thanks, I dig it. Alright, so we're working on updates. I didn't mean to close that. Is that what we're doing, is updates? What happened here? Where's my start button? Already I'm not liking it. It's being slow. Maybe it's not the main monitor. Yeah, definitely not digging it. And the plot thickens. The plot thickens on the refurb machine. What's going on with it? Is my PS2 mouse and stuff conflicting? What if I hit the Windows key? What happens there? What if we unplug from the KVM and only go there? So something's going on with the start button. I'm not digging that at all. Let's go home. Or it's just off. What does it say there? Retry. Some other updates are in progress. Okay, so let's go for... Can we get a restart? Sure we can. Watch. Oh, F4. Possibly. Well, I don't see a... Let's do restart and let it come back up. Anyhow... Oh, you would, wouldn't you? You would. Alright, I'm going to take a moment and plug my KVM back in properly. That way, if we have to get other computers on the bench, which we do, we have this one that I would not put back into service going up there. Let's look. Let's go down the path I was going down. We have... So we have a Best Tech... Is that really what that says? That is a Best Tech. Best Tech 200. Look at that right there in the upper right corner. 280. 180 watt, 288 watt max. Nice. Nice. Okay. I don't know that we have anything that we can use to power that. So let's say we go with a 350 watt power supply. Super cheap, right? Wrong tab.
Alright, just look up 350 watt. We'll go with the budget of the budget on Amazon. We'll say what, 4-star and up? See what we can find for a cheap price. At 38, who's that? Thermal take. We got another thermal take. We got an EVGA one up here, 400 watt. Little higher power than that system would need, but still. So we're going to say what, $40? Alright, so $40 on a power supply. And then, any labor for installing it? Is anything else good? Did the lightning take out? Did the lightning take out the hard drive, any of the other hardware? Even if we're buying this old ancient hardware, do we replace it with this? No. This would be the route to go. And would this make sense for somebody? I don't know if they don't use the computer that much. Let's see if this works. Dell refurbished computers and electronics. You could go with laptops, you could go with a desktop. You could get one of these little optiplexes. What was that, 4th gen Intel? Granted, we're on what, 9th gen is coming out? A 9020? What was that, another 4th gen? So no operating system on this. This one has Windows 8.1, Windows 8.1. Look at the cost of those. And as long as you have a way to pay online, I believe you could just go and order one of these. Even if you can't. $7010, that would be 3rd gen Intel. So yeah, they do have the prices up a little higher. 9020, 208. They are a little higher on the retailer compared to the Dell store. But still, 140 for 7010, that's 3rd gen Intel, 3470, 8 gigs. Windows 10 Pro. Renewed, would I trust them? They have a good rating. So, allegedly. That's a bit much for that 4th gen. They have an SSD in it. And point being, before I fix this old junk and spend even a couple, let's $40 for the power supply, you're going to have $40 to $60 for getting it up on the bench and fixing it, the labor, and then any other parts that it may need by getting hit from a lightning strike. It doesn't make sense to fix. Let's look this thing up. So who makes this? And granted, the Dell computers aren't new either, but they are pretty reliable. You can get a warranty with most of them. Even if you wanted, I don't see why they're saying 2018. That thing may have been made then, I doubt it. What point was I getting on about? Oh. Yes, we're looking up. Is that what it was? W3118? W3118. Let's see if we even get a result.
So we have specs for this computer that we're looking at right here. The one that got hit was a lightning strike. Okay. Newegg, Tiger directed, didn't even honestly sell it anymore. Let's look. Just because I want to see. Or did they just have the old listing for it? I'm going to be shocked if they actually still sell this thing. Okay, out of stock. Currently out of stock, and it may or not be restocked. More than likely, no. Let's go back one page. Okay, we're going to go back. Let's look at this CNET. See if we can get a date. Is there a date when this was published? That's what I want to know. So we can post a comment. Can we find a date? Definitely not 3 days ago. CNET, you're not agreeing with me. So 2014 is when this greater.blogspot.com was published. 2015. Fairly old computer. I'll say it like that. CPU, just more parts for it, basically. Let's see if we can find release. Okay, so nope, nothing going. Nothing going with it. What do we have here? Is that? It is. Okay. So let's unplug this. If this had ever failed, it's an IDE drive and an IDE. Hard drive, IDE, optical drive. I just want to try and date this thing, just to see. So we're going to go by the optical drive. If it was never replaced, what are we looking at here? So February 2006. And it doesn't make sense. But maybe. That seems about right. The 14, 15 didn't seem right for the date. Now, granted, it could have failed and an older drive was put in because the E-machines had the front of this case for a while. And I'm guessing some of these were made surplus and got sold. Probably at like your budget stores where you can go buy stuff cheaper, buy, Android tablets that had the tablet-only version of Android on them, where they were a couple $100, then 5 years after they're out, they're down to like under 100, and a lot of people, where you see stuff like that, you can see some of these being budget in many other places. So 2006, we're going to say 2008 just to be safe. Would I pick fixing up the 2008 computer over getting one from 2012 to 2014 for less than what it would cost to fix this one up, more than likely? We don't know the problem yet, but we will. We'll try and check it out tomorrow. I would opt for one of those optiplexes. That seems to be the way to go. Anyhow, it is what it is. It's time to go. We're going to put this out of the way till tomorrow. We'll have it here waiting for us. I'm going to call it no good now, but we will see what actually failed. Is it hardware? Is it going to be hardware? Is it going to be the power supply, the motherboard, hard drive? What did the lightning affect? Best course of action, instead of fixing that thing, grab yourselves one of these nice Optifixes. Look how good that looks, huh? You can't beat it. You know you want one. Just do it. Do it now. Order one. Get to the chopper. Do it now. Bad imitation, I know. Anyhow, thank you for hanging out. We're going home. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time of day it is on your great, glorious, grand, flat Earth, which is 3,000 miles away, son. If you do this stuff, thumbs up. Share it, spread it, get it out there, show people how to do it. It's not going away, it's only getting smaller. What's crazy is a computer that fits in your pocket was, you know, unthinkable 25 years ago or better. You know, and look what we have today. It's great. Share it, spread it. If you like this thing, share this, like this, get it out there. It may be boring, but hey, it's what I do. What else do we got? We got other stuff here for tomorrow. We do, indeed. I will see you then. Thank you once again for clicking that link and coming over to hang out.